So I'm kind of just rambling as I go, and just going with the flow today. So I see a lot of people posting a lot of videos on finding the half of like a board, or like, you know, center of board or whatever. So on the job site or wherever you want to be, you can utilize your tape measure. You don't need to. So say you have a board that's 30 inches, right? So you want to find your center. This is just basic. So just center of your 30 inches. So you put your tape measure to 30. And you look right down the center. And that's 15. And that really can work for anything, really. Say you got, you know, say you got 4 feet 2. So your center is going to be that 25 inches, 2'1", and it really works for anything. You know, another example. Let's just say like 6'9". So as you can see right there, it's going to be 40.5. That's a quick tip.
Enough of that chipmunk shit. Just to save you from pulling your hair out or plugging your ears or whatever you want to do to deal with that annoying. I'm just basically describing here how you can get the most out of your board so that you have no waste, so that you're getting what you paid for or what you found or whatever the case may be. So yeah, just utilizing all your material to the best of your ability.
I don't know if you're like me, and I have a pretty small shop, so I kind of have to like move stuff around, and you know, I'm sure every woodworker has their challenges, right? Not just our building challenges, but rather click on my dust collection. So my dust collection is pretty cool. I have the Bosch dust collection with my Bosch miter saw, and it has the option where the dust collection won't kick on until I engage the tool, which is pretty cool. So now I'm going to cut this stock. I like to wait for the saw to stop moving, just because anything can happen or get off my mark. It's just a thing I do. It doesn't have to be everybody's thing, but it's my thing. You like the sound of that Hepa vac? Pretty gnarly on. don't know if I said before, but this is Poplar. It's a paint grade material. Can't really put any finish on it because it'll turn green. Also, a special thanks goes to Saroyan Hardwoods out of Fresno, California. They provided me with all my woods. No, I am not sponsored, but they are awesome. Mike at Saroyan's, he's as professional as they get. They have a great staff, and they give you quality wood. This is S3S wood, which is surface 3 sides, and it was pretty cheap. It was about $4 a board foot, so that's not bad. So if anybody's in the local area, Central Valley area, hit up Saroyan's. They got great stuff. And another trick, when you have a Tracksaw, I just got done cutting MDF. I wasn't wearing my mask, which I usually will, but you put tape over this little hole right here, and it makes all the difference in the world for the dust collection. Now, obviously I don't have a vacuum hooked up, but Festool has a really good bag, and so does Craig, and other Tracksaws do too, but the ones that have this little hole exposed, you just tape over here, this like that, and it works pretty good. I've actually seen a lot of woodworkers on YouTube do that. Bourbon Moth, Jason Hips is one of them, and it works great. Is just to make sure, so for this MDF, this is going to be going in that slot right there, and I'm going to be removing that material right there. And a nice tool that I like to use is this Craig multi-mark. Seems to work pretty well with stuff like this. So I'll dial it in, and then I can just, as you can see, make marks, reference marks on the piece. And that kind of gives me an idea of what I'm going to take out.
Very nice, I like.
Alright, so I know this is kind of midpoint of the video, maybe less than that, I don't know. But whenever you change out your blade, make sure that you take your power plug off so there's no power running to your table saw, to be very safe about this. Secondly, I have a dado stack in here, so take your throat plate out, put that over, and what I like to do is I like to bring my saw up, my blade up as high as I can. That's good. And then get these. So probably can't see very well, but right here is where your riving knife goes. Now, whatever size of your dado stack is, you want to take out your riving knife, because that doesn't need to be in there for safety purposes as well with your dado stack. And then make sure all your teeth are running the right way. Make sure there's space in between here, and especially when you put your chippers in, you want space too. So it's good to be very safe with a dado stack. So we're going to switch this out. Loosen it up. And remember, your saw is off while you do this for safety purposes. Take those out. Put them back in the case. I like to keep good practices, like when I get something, I put it back, or like try not to let my shop get overly dirty. So we're going to put the blade in, going this way. Exactly how I had it. Switching out my dado blade because I gotta make some rips for my rails and stiles. And then I'll be switching back to my dado blade so that I can make my dado groove and then start my mortise and tenon in my sled. So that's nice and tight. And then get your riving knife, put that back in. Make sure that's tight too. Bring down your blade and your blade, and then switch back to your regular throat plate. For when you're going to start cutting. And another key piece too, whenever I'm not using my blade, I keep my blade below the table, or below the throat plate rather. And also there's little micro adjustment tabs right here too that come up and down. You want to make sure that even though you've set them before, every time that there's no like sawdust in here, and then when you reset them, you want them to be flush with your actual table. And then yeah, that's just switching out a blade.
will marry up with another 45 in the
face
wall
frame now.
called the French cleat system, and it will
doors.
hold the panel up on the wall. I'm just building cabinet doors. Oh joy. Now these rails and stiles, they will require a little bit of work, a little bit of chisel work just to clean out, and then they're ready to go. Got these laid out, and just gotta switch up my blade, and here we go. Now these take quite a bit of work. They don't just, you don't just cut them and they're just ready to roll. There's a lot of legwork that goes behind this. You have to get them nice and detailed and dialed in. And it takes time, and you have to have a lot of patience. But it's a lot of fun. This has been, building cabinets is a lot of fun, for me, at least. But yeah, this as far as cutting these tenons is concerned, I feel like the better way to go for me has been with this Incra Miter 1000 SE. Now this thing has been wonderful, just smooth, and just feel like it gets them more dialed in than my crosscut sled. Yeah. So here we go. Tenons came out good. Let's see how they'll fit. This one is a very nice fit. Yes, it's very tight. Loose tenons are good too, as I said. But that's a really good fit right there. I like it. I like it. So this is the final glue up. There's nothing more rewarding when you've been building. Obviously, I'm not done. There's a lot of work to be done as far as installing the cabinets, but this has been really rewarding to finish all these drawer faces and cabinet doors and face frames. When you come to the end of a portion of the project, it's always really rewarding when you've put so much work into it and you get to see the finished product. Now these cabinet doors, drawer faces, and face frames will all be sanded. I'll be sanding them from 120 to 180 to 220 back down to 180, and then I'll be using my tack cloth to clean them off because they will be going for paint. And I'll definitely be doing a video to show the final product as far as paint's concerned. Here we go, just clamping it up. There's a loose tin, as you can see. Just gonna dial it in and get all those clamps on. And once this is finished getting clamped, it's time to let the glue dry and it's all done. So these are all ready for paint. Looking good, all sanded down. ready to go. I'd like to thank you all for watching this video. If you like that video, check out these other videos on my YouTube right now. And I'd also like to thank my lovely daughter. Ain't she pretty? Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, and comment below. Thanks, everybody.